Hello, YouTube friends. This is Winthrop De Freitas here. Wanted to share this video here with you about alcohol versus the journal. So I had this conversation not too long ago with a friend who actually was asking me about, how come I don't go out anymore? How come you're not out with the boys anymore? And so with this video, I'm going to talk about what I did to actually quit drinking and actually going out and to quit the alcohol. So, quick story about me is, I grew up around drinking, being from the Caribbean, actually the Bahamas, believe it or not. I grew up drinking at a very young age and started to get my life back together. To go back a little bit, I had quit drinking for 22 years. And after my divorce, after 22 years, I went through like a midlife crisis. I started hanging out with friends because I was single and going back into thinking I was just going to have one or two drinks. And actually it turned out to become the same situation 22 years ago. That first drink will actually progress into a lot more drinking. So alcohol is a very progressive drug, and I find myself being pretty straightforward with quitting the alcohol at this point because I realize life is so much better. I love to achieve, and alcohol would always put me back in that situation where I was unachievable in anything I do. I would get into stuff, I'd quit. So again, that's what these YouTube channels actually help do. This YouTube channel actually helped me do. Sorry, I'm making some mistakes here, so my video is going to be cut and dry, straightforward. And so I saw this YouTube video, and actually there's several out there about having a journal. So I want to say that this journal has helped me, and putting down my goals and actually writing everything down. I had an online one, but I find that when I would actually have a quiet moment, I had a daily journal. And when I started my journal, I was actually trying to quit drinking. I was actually ended up still drinking, and maybe like once a week, and I'd try to quit again. But I noticed when I was starting to write my goals down, and I started to write everything down, I noticed that it actually changed a lot, because when you tend to hold things in, you tend to go to other alternatives like drinking, which becomes a habit. So the journal, I must say, was a great help. And my goals and what I want to achieve, and actually my bad habits. So this video here is how a journal can help you. What I do is when I start to feel like I want to drink again, I go back to my journal and I have some pages marked about how I was struggling with the alcohol. And I realized that, wow, I need to stay on the path that I'm on right now. And that journal actually helps because you put stuff down on paper. Don't get me wrong, you still need to get help if you do. And you still need to seek, if you have to, AA or, a group, a support group. I find that YouTube, again, there were some online channels that actually talked about the destruction of alcohol and what it does to your brain. I'm actually 53 years old. So my life has become so much better without the alcohol. I wake up in the morning, I started jump roping because I used the weighted ropes, another YouTube channel. And yeah, I just wanted to say that this video, I wanted to bring this out here. I never wanted to put a video out about what drinking does and why I was drinking. But I noticed everywhere I turn, even the people after work, they're talking about the night they had last night. I'm going out tonight and this and that. And those were trigger points for me too. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go home and grab me a 6-pack of beer. some Fireball and that stuff. But I think this video and this channel that I created is actually helping me to get out that you can stop. There's a lot of things you can do. But I just wanted to say, I think a journal actually helps a lot. And it helped me because being able to go back and look at, yeah, I slipped up again. I did slip up. Why am I doing this? So the journal also helped me to follow my goals. And I find that following my goals, I would be, every day, I would write down a goal of what I wanted to achieve today. Selling, I work at a dealership selling cars. And I would always go back and be like, this is what my goal is today. And I put a check mark at the bottom when I complete that goal. I don't mess up. So, in this world, we're not perfect. We always make mistakes. We always try to use some sort of, I'll just use drinking as to relax and all that stuff. So if you have a problem with drinking, I would suggest putting everything down on paper. And even if you mess up, just write in a journal, this was the reason why I messed up. This is the reason that drew me to the drinking, hanging out with friends. What's so funny now is that I don't drink. I get text messages all the time, phone calls all the time. I'll come pick you up. What are you doing? And I'm like, I used to make excuses about, I'm busy. Now I'm like, sorry, I don't go out anymore. I don't drink. And journaling has helped me so much. Not only in alcohol, I never did drugs, so I can't relate to that. But if you are, put it down. I just find that if you document your life in a book, it actually helps you in success in business. It helps you all the way around with family, with relationships. And it actually helps you know yourself inside. And I'll tell you why. Honestly speaking, when I go back, my thoughts 6 months ago is a lot different from my thoughts now. I'm like, wow, look how far I've gotten. Write it down, put it on paper. It'll do a lot of help for you, even in success, even in career, relationships. So feel free to comment. I hope I got through to some people, and life is so much better, believe it. I will keep this for the rest of my life. I will write it down. I try to do it daily. I do miss some days, but now I change that. I actually start daily. Even if it's a paragraph, hey, my day went good. My day went so-so. I could have actually done this better. I could have done that better. So just wanted to bring that out to you in this channel. Winthrop loves the journal, and I hope you would pick one up. Try it. Even if you write down something once a week, at least you can go back. Page markers are in here. You can put those on the pages. I got certain pages I mark about when I do mess up. When I did mess up in the past, I write them down in a journal. And again, this video was not put together on a script or anything. I just wanted to talk and let people know it's helped me. And man, I feel so much better. Thank you. Nice talking to you.